Dean Lamb. Fight, 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 fight. This is never my intention to start internet beef, and I'm coming for you, Dean. But I just can't shut my damn mouth because people that know my channel, I'm passionate about this. This is one of my main cornerstones of my channel, is how to get out of the vanilla sausage rut that guitar is in right now. Dean Lamb. Who's Dean Lamb? He is a big YouTuber, streamer. He's in Arsespire. I just subscribed to him. Savant at learning songs. It's insane. His skill edge in the village is amazing, right? But, the advice, it boils my blood. The advice and he's saying that, let me get it out. I'm fucking spitting feathers. He's saying it's dishonest that a lot of the famous musicians are getting paid big money through, Instagrammers and influencers and things like that. And it's not actually them playing their old tracks and pretending. And there is a lot of that going on. But I'm going to stare right down your lens, right? I'm going to stare right into your soul, right into your eyes and say, please, please cheat. Who cheated in the past? What are the biggest albums of all time in metal, of all time pop, in rock, in the rest of it? They all cheated. You think Kiss Alive is a live record? That's about as live as my average video. They overdubbed all those tracks, man. I would be surprised that it was the real crowd in half of them. It's not a live album.
Quote, "We cheated a little, but it's still great," when talking about Alive, and Ace said the following. "Well, it's mostly Eddie Kramer, All we did was perform live. As you probably know, a lot of Alive and Alive 2, things were overdubbed in the studio. It wasn't a pure live record. I mean, I distinctly remember on Alive that we had 3 separate loops of audience noise, and Eddie had tape machines. And he had these long loops of tape going around, mic stands going back to the machine, and he'd bring it up on the fader. This was kind of the audience response. This was another kind of audience response, and we cheated a little."
Let's go to the top. Guns N' Roses. Last bit wasn't Slash. That snare, it's gated. It's a fucking sample with reverb added to it. Metallica, Master of Puppets. Is your seat in the upright position? Are your seatbelts fastened? Master of Puppets is sped up. The actual song, not the whole album, apparently, but the song Master of Puppets was tuned down to a different tuning. So here is what I actually tuned at to record this. So it's not just tuned down, it's actually lower BPM, beats per minute. So it was slower. When I recorded this, it was slower. So here is Rasmussen talking about it. Metallica tuned lower than usual when recording the title track to get the sound as tight as possible. Back then, it was all about getting it tight. It's got to be tight. Every track has to be totally tight to the other guitar tracks. Rasmussen recalls in order to achieve the desired optimal sonic tightness, he had Metallica tune their instruments lower than usual when recording Master of Puppets, so they could mix the tapes running faster and still have the end result sound in tune. And it wasn't in tune. It wasn't E standard. It's like an in-between tuning. We banged it out a couple of times and decided on the one with the best feeling, the producer said to Rolling Stone, because they have to play it live. Can Hetfield play that whole song through downpicking? Yes. Can he play it as tight as the album? Maybe now, because he's played it a million times. Maybe now he can play it as tight. But to get it that tight in that period, was it the late 80s? A guitar hadn't really evolved to that extent, to get it that tight. and that perfect. Like, it was pretty funny seeing me play it back. I can play it at that speed, don't get me wrong. I couldn't last the entire song without flubs, for sure. Without my arm falling off. You have to warm up for half a day. Thanks to Daniel Mothers, who I actually give my detuned tracks to, and he actually put it literally on a tape and sped it up.
Cheaters, as far as the eye can see. Dino, my old chum, my old pal. You are only as good as you are. Ridiculously good. All like respect. Apart from when we fight, and then we can make up after this video. You're only as good as you are because Metallica sped up. And that raised the bar, and everybody was like, what the hell, how did they do it? You know? Kirk Hammett cannot play his solos live. That thing is chopped together more than a goddamn Asian salad. Alright? Cheat! It's all about the emotion that you give your audience. That's all that matters. How you get there does not matter. How are we getting there now with rock and metal? With these fake drums? Pete Townsend didn't even play on his initial hit that he had. It wasn't even him, it was Jimmy Page playing. So, my beautiful viewers, alright? Can you try and cheat in a way that these influences that these musicians now are cheating, can you cheat in a different way? Because all people are cheating now is they're copy and pasting stylistically, even visually sometimes, even literally riffs. They're copying their idols, their technique, their sound, their everything. That type of cheating is what people are sick of. You know what I mean? They're cheating. You're using a vintage 30 and SM57 in the same fucking space places that Andy Sneap mics up. That's cheating, right? That's not. Is that honestly your tone? So yeah, cheat, but make it amazing.
You also have to have the other side, where it's a producer that knows what he or she is doing, and they can take that awesome take and tweak it and make it even better, and they can deliver this type of artwork that I have come to love. Bands like Necrophagist.
I've done Necrophagist. I'm convinced a large percentage of that is Guitar Pro. You know? He can play it, because I've seen him live and it's ridiculous, but that tightness specifically sounds like that tone. You know what I mean? I have no proof on that one, but that's just something that I think. I've made some notes. Some might say I went raging internally to nobody. I mean, I'm sitting there with my daughter going, actually, Arch Enemy. You think this is live? There's no fucking chance. Is it live when he's holding a note and you can hear the two guitars panned left and right? You know, you're not hearing that amp. I know for a fact that was DI'd out and chopped to bits. You know what I mean? And added a little bit of embellishments. And then that makes people pick up the guitar. You know, Arch Enemy makes people pick up the guitar. Cheat! Please! Just don't cheat copying and pasting other people's music, guitars, setup. Ironic, I know, because that's all I do. That's all I do on my channel. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I get it. You can tell I've had coffee. And I have just done tracking. What's coming up on the Vanilla Sausage podcast? It's not the podcast. A demo of a $50 piece of gear that sounds like this. No EQ, no editing, no nothing. That is that $50. The bass, I did the bass sim with it, and I did the guitars with it. What the hell? Kurt Cobain didn't even know that Butch Vig was sneaking on guitar tracks because he was like, oh, I only want one guitar on it. It's like, okay. Cheat. Personally, I'd never cheat. I'll just leave you with this. We have to watch out. We have to cheat with a little bit of imagination, with a little bit of originality, with a little, cheat, make that soundscape, connect with the audience. Those people watching the guitar videos, they have no idea that they're cheating, and it might be cheating if you get paid over somebody else with equal talent, but if you're not cheating, you're not trying. I mean, I respect Ola because he can play. I love Ola, by the way, fucking goat. He plays everything, like, honestly. I can't because I recreate albums, so it's kind of impossible. And sometimes if I do a solo that's like off the cuff, and I don't know what the hell I was playing, I can't recreate it, but I'll keep it and I'll cheat just because the emotion is better for the listener. All right? Some people are pointing out to me that, you cheat, but I'm like, I do have the album excuse. It's not like music videos or live. Maybe I've only carved out this little corner of infamy for myself on YouTube because I cheat. So keep that in mind. You know what I mean? You got my ugly face in front of you because I cheat. Thanks to my patrons of Tone. Nobody signed up recently, but I'm getting lots of great comments. Music's coming up tomorrow, probably. Have a good one. Circle of Tone.
Seaman Forums told me basically you need a lot of mids in the guitars, and then in post you have to suck out all the low end because it has to sit in the mix, and you should use a vintage 30 because it has more mids. Boost the mids, boost the mids. Nobody will listen to your music. Destroy the scene, destroy the scene.